Hey guys, welcome to day 17 of my carnivore journey. And I've got a lot to cover, and I'm going to try to keep this video as short as possible for y'all. So, first thing right off the bat, I woke up today and my subscriber count like doubled and keeps starting to climb a little bit. So, um, that's awesome. I'm so glad a bunch of you have decided to come over and join my journey as well. And I know a lot of people came here from Rick Van Man. So I wanted to say thank you to him. Shout out from across the pond. But that was really cool of you, and I really appreciate you, Rick, for not just sending some people my way, because that really helps. Like all you newcomers, and the comments have been flowing in, and it's great. I love the positivity. I really do. I love that. um and it just helps. I'm telling you, the more people that you have behind you, it just like a driving force, like an army kind of thing. It's like when you look back and you just see a ton of people behind you, it makes you go forward, you know what I mean? So I just wanted to say thank you from the bottom of my heart, seriously. But Rick, that was really cool of you to do that, because it's a struggle. It's a struggle, and carnivore is the best diet out there that I've ever had. Um, I did it last year for 2 months, and again, there was reasons why I quit. I've kind of covered those in the past. If you haven't seen some of my other videos, you might want to skim through there. They're not too long, so binge watch my videos, please. You'll learn about me and some of my situation. But for you new followers out there, everything's been pouring in. I've been working today, and I have to go to my second job, so I will get to your comments. So trust me, I try to answer back to every comment that I can. I try to sit down and at least respond, click like, whatever I can to try to acknowledge your comment. And but I see people that are in here, and I can't wait to respond. I got some testimonials in here, advice, questions. I got a little bit of everything. I'm looking over here at my YouTube, that's why, and my notifications. uh Scott Zucker, JP Sovereign Strikes, Shay View. um let's see who else. I'm just looking at some of these new subscribers: Chris, Irene Potter, Marie Paul Gauthier. I hope I'm saying some of this right. Techno Guy commented. Techno Guy subscribe. Derek O'Brien, Matt. Uh, let's see. I know he's probably like, oh, you stalled on my name. Niemanowski. Did I get that right? Uh, and B.A. Walters, Brandon Walters, Gone Carnivore, um, Slappy Squirrel, DG. Of course, Rick Van Man's in there. C. Ivy Runo. I'm just kind of scrolling through here, and then of course, I had bad actor in here. Um, Not a bad actor. His name is Bad Actor. Eat Your Landscape. Just Mentor, new subscriber. So that I just wanted to kind of mention some of these out there. If I don't name your name, Jack Wright, Vicinity, Van City. I'm sorry, Van City. If I don't mention your name, Moondog, Kirkus Aurelius, Beandar, man. But if I missed out anybody, um, I'm sorry. I am, but I will try to get to everybody as far as responding. Like I said, some of you have testimonials, questions, all kinds. One question I do want to address real quick that I did notice toward an hour ago was JP Sovereign Strikes asked. He said, I started. I just started a week ago. I need to lose 200 pounds. Do you have an Instagram? So, first of all, JP Sovereign Strikes. Let me tell you, if you've never done carnivore, you can do this. I'm telling you, you can do this. I've been seeing testimonials from people that were literally, they weighed at 770 pounds, and they're now down in the 200s. They weigh less than me. Okay, so you can do this. And there's a ton of people I hope that you're already subscribed to. And if not, definitely you need to go and if you want to know other people to subscribe to, anything like that, I mean, it's a community now. So welcome to the community, all of you. We're all like a team, and we've all been helping each other. So I love that. Um, but he asked about an Instagram. That's why I wanted to cover his comment on the air as well. Um, and I don't know. Do you guys want me to do Instagram? I mean, I have one for my other stuff, but I don't really do it very well. And I think this could be a good platform. Instagram could be good for what I'm doing. Like I can share the photos of my dinners all the time. Like every night I could just do a photo on Instagram. Um I do have a photo of what I ate tonight. I can show you guys tonight. So you know, I can just say go to my Instagram and you can see it, right? So I'll probably get an Instagram. If I get an Instagram, I'll let you guys know what it is. How's that? And let's see. I also wanted to say that there was a couple requests, or I can't always do every request because sometimes they're out of my scope. But one was check out Old Guy Carnivore. That was by Rick Van Man. He suggested that as like sort of inspiration. So I did get a chance to browse over his channel, and I'm excited. And I was watching one of the videos here where he was creating some basically at home um, supplements, so to speak. Like your minerals, like your magnesium and stuff like that. So instead of spending a ton of money on Element, he's got some homemade stuff. So I'm really curious. So that channel looks really cool. Thanks for the recommendation. And also the magnesium. I want to follow up on that. God, who was it? If you're watching and you're the one that recommended the magnesium, I was going through the comments trying to see. Who said that to me, and I didn't quite see it like on the surface level of the comments. So, but I did take 500 milligrams of magnesium last night. As far as did I feel any differences today? I don't know because I've been feeling pretty good. I don't want to make judgment on that until I'm just gonna I'll wait and see how it does. And so I'll continue taking it each night for now. But I'll probably cut down to just one of I'll probably do like a 250 milligram pill for now and just see how that does. So okay, so that's really I think a lot of the reminder section that I wanted to get to. That already took us up to like 8 minutes. So I always like to share with you guys my diary, and again because this is my vlog, this is my diary for you all and for me as well. But today, let's see, I didn't have anything at all until I didn't have anything at all overnight when I went to my second job. And the next day, today, I didn't have anything until, I'm trying to think of the time, I want to say like 5 o'clock. And then I had one of those 100% beef, beef sticks. And I don't know if I really needed it, as more of just like I wanted it. Maybe it was a craving for meat. I don't know. So I guess I did need it. So I had that, and then I got home and I wanted to do something a little bit, and it's funny because when I watched Rick Van Man's sausage sorcery video, he was saying in there like, I feel like experimenting today. It was funny because I was actually like, I'm recording today on my day 17, and I'm like, I'm actually experimenting too tonight. So for me, my experimentation was carnivore meatballs, and this recipe, the base of this recipe came from Chris Cooking Nashville. So if you want to follow his channel, he's got a just ton of creations. Now, I will say this: if you're trying to be a carnivore purist, it's going to be tough. There's definitely going to be your range of carnivore. He pushes that range because he'll add in like herbs, and some carnivores are like, whoa, that's like stuff from plants. So again, and he will tell you like some of it's optional. Like he'll be like, hey, I'm gonna do this, but some of it's optional. It's all on what you can handle, right? If you the whole point is in the beginning of carnivore is strip everything down, go for a while, and then once you'll get dialed into your body. So, and that's really the point of even do like a 90-day challenge is once you cleanse pretty much everything from your body, or as far as like once you're just eating the same small list of things, once you get to that 90 days, you can start incorporating back certain things if you want. You could be like, well, I miss garlic, I think. Let me try it. And maybe you add garlic back in your diet, and then all of a sudden you start feeling inflammation or whatever. And then you might say, well, I tried, but let me do away with garlic again or whatever. That's the point. You can kind of bring back certain things if you choose to. A lot of people after 90 days, they kind of stay carnivore. But whatever your choice is, I'm not even there yet. So the furthest I made it last year was 2 months. And again, I stopped because of other reasons, not because of the diet. The diet's great. Satiation, is that a word? I was satiated today. I know that's a word. I was like, my satiation level, my satiety. I'm trying to remember how but I was satiated all day today. And again, I had that meat stick. I probably didn't need it, but I wanted it, so I had it. But the meatballs, I basically took 2.25 pounds of 80/20 chuck. I wanted the 73/27, but they didn't have any tonight. So I did the 80/20 ground chuck, and I basically added a half a cup of shredded mozzarella. So not a lot of cheese, just a couple of maybe like 2 tablespoons of Parmesan maybe, and then probably about a 1/4 cup of heavy cream. In there, and I put it in a food processor and just pulsed it until it was like in a paste. And then that paste I made into, and salt, I'm sorry. I added Himalayan pink salt because I don't have Redmond's. I have a bunch of Himalayan pink salt right now. And I made it into like meatballs. I didn't like pack them together, but little golf-sized meatballs. They're right here. So you can see like they're about golf-sized meatballs, and I just loosely made them. You can just kind of cup your fingers a little bit, and you just work them in the palm of your hand. It makes a perfect little meatball without actually mashing it. A technique that Chris Cooking Nashville showed me in the video. I used it. It works great. So I'm like, hey, I'm stealing that technique. so just shout out to you there, Chris. Thank you. And let's see, now he adds different things. He adds, I don't even know. He does the Parmesan. He adds also like 3 tablespoons of ricotta, however you want to say it. But ricotta, he adds like 3 tablespoons of ricotta. I guess you could do that. I did the 1/4 cup of heavy cream because I kind of thought of it more of like a meatloaf and more of like I used to do a lot of studying from Chef Jean-Pierre. And he likes to put a splash of like heavy cream in some of his, almost like meatloaf type stuff or Salisbury steak type stuff. So I kind of took inspiration from that. And since heavy cream is okay. So I did some of that, but like I said, pulse it up, made these loose meatballs, put it in the oven, 425 for 20 minutes. Pulled it out, let them rest for a few minutes. And I think I had like, for 2.25 pounds meat, mince meat or beef mince for those across the sea, right? Beef mince. But for the 2.25 pounds ground beef, I think I ended up with like 22 meatballs. So I calculated that about 10 meatballs is a pound. So, and I ate 7 tonight. So I ate about 3/4 roughly or 2/3 pound of meat. And then I was full. I was actually full just on meatballs. Oh, and I had, I put 4 halves 2 slices of bacon in the microwave for a minute, crisping them up, made them nice and crispy, and it was like eating bacon chips while I was cooking. So I had a couple pieces of bacon, 7 meatballs tonight, and that's really about it. That's all I really felt like eating tonight. I just made some coffee and I put a couple tablespoons of butter. I'm gonna try some butter coffee. I've tried it before in the past, wasn't always a big fan of it. I'm gonna try to mix it up real well tonight. I'm just gonna try. I don't know. I'm gonna try it again. I'm trying to give it another chance. And we'll see how it goes. So, let's see what else. But that's pretty much all of what I wanted to tell you guys. I just really wanted to make sure that I just wanted to say again, thank you guys so much for joining my journey, and I'm gonna do everything I can to share everything. And if you have questions, like if I miss some things, let me know. And like if I update something and then maybe I don't follow up with it, let me, remind me. Be like, hey. But as far as overall, again, I felt really good today. No bloating, no aches or pains. Nothing really other than just the normal fat guy, like knee and back stuff after I've been on my feet all day working and stuff. But as far as just your achiness and pains and stuff from like sugar and like after like post eating, no, none of that. You feel good. Craving wise, I think my cravings somewhat subsided. I was around some stuff at the grocery store, and let's see, my family actually had ham and mac and cheese. So, and I actually made him a carnivore cheese sauce. I made a flourless macaroni cheese, basically. So if anybody knows how to make homemade mac and cheese, the cheese sauce is made from butter, flour, and milk, and shredded cheese and salt and pepper. That's really your basic homemade mac and cheese, right? Except this time I actually used butter, melted the butter, used heavy whipping cream, used a little bit, and I just simmered it until it was starting to thicken up a little bit, just get a little thicker. And then I added my cheese in there slowly, melting the cheese, adding more, melting the cheese thoroughly, adding more. And I had this really creamy, it was a little runnier than maybe normal, but it really wasn't bad once you mix it in with the pasta, like, because I can't have pasta. But once I mixed it with their pasta, and they stirred it up, and or we once we mixed it up, and I stirred it up and put it in I put them in a bowl for them. They didn't care, and like it actually kind of started to firm up a little bit more when they were eating it. So it came out, and they were like complimenting it. They're like, "Dude, this is really good." They like, my family prefers that mac and cheese I make than without the flour. Like, they noticed. And they just said, yeah, it's like the best mac and cheese. So since I can't have mac and cheese, I did take, and that's what I was going to tell you. The other thing is I took a little small, ramekin, and I put just a little bit of cheese. And then every once in a while I would dip a piece of my meatball, just a little bit in it. So it wasn't a lot of cheese. But I would just dip that meatball in there just every once in a while, and it was really good. But the meatballs came out fairly juicy. Like, they weren't super dry or anything. I didn't try to like overcook them. I didn't try to sear them or anything. Just 425, 20 minutes, check your temperatures, and just let them rest. So anyways, that's it. Guys, I'm going to start wrapping it up. Remember, hang in there if you have any questions. Oh, and potty. That's right. I always try to update those type of things, like how I feel potty. Is every day I want to chronicle how my potties are. I know it's weird, but it was normal. It was normal. I had a potty today. It was normal. As far as just consistency, so that's good. If again, and I wanted to pass on, if you're, it's hard to judge in the beginning because your body's making this sort of transfer. Your gut biome is changing and things are happening. So your body tends to react certain ways. But now that I'm in like these last couple days, it seems like my body is sort of like calmed down when it comes to like, okay. And now it's based on more of like how much saturated fat. If you have enough saturated fat, your body will be normal. Too much saturated fat, your pies will be loose, and not enough, your pies will be hard. So if you have hard, eat a little more fat. If you're eating too much fat, whatever. But don't start judging that too much. Let your body have its ups and downs. Have some of the diarrhea every once in a while. Have some of that at first. It'll calm down, trust me. What else? But yeah, other than that, guys, I think that's everything I needed to let you know. I'm going to hop off here. I'll get this edited, get this posted for you guys. And again, thank you all so, so, so much. Seriously, it means the world to me that you guys are sending me the love and the support. I'm telling you, if it wasn't for that, I'm not saying I would quit, but it would be even that much. It would be 100 times harder if I didn't have you guys. So, but thank you all. You have a good night.